Hello and welcome here. Do you feel it? A quiet exhaustion deep within your bones, a sense of being perpetually at war with yourself, a silent, grinding friction that wears away at your spirit day after day. It is the weight of 1,000 unspoken expectations, the echo of a critique that never fades. You strive, you push, you polish every edge, yet you replay conversations, wishing you had been wittier, stronger, wiser. This internal battle is the heaviest burden you will ever carry because you can never set it down. You are both the warrior and the enemy, the judge and the judged, and you are tired. So deeply tired today, we are not here to fight another battle. We are here to declare a truce. The only way to stop this internal friction is to accept your own glorious. You have been told your entire life to build yourself up, to become better, to achieve perfection. But what if the true path to peace is not one of construction, but of acceptance? What if all the parts of you that you have tried to hide, to change, to erase, are the very things that make you whole? You are not a statue to be chiseled into flawless form. You are a garden, and in a garden there is life and decay, blossoms and weeds. True strength is not the absence of weakness, but the courage to embrace it. You cannot find peace by winning the war against yourself. You find it by realizing you were never meant to be at war at all. The constant effort to be someone else, someone better, is the root of all your inner turmoil. Let go of the person you think you should be, and allow the person you are to finally breathe. Your imperfections are not mistakes. They are the texture. You feel a constant pressure to have it all figured out, but wisdom is found in the humility of not knowing. Allow yourself the grace of being a work in progress. The universe is not asking you for perfection. It is asking you to be present. Your own heart is not asking for perfection. It is asking for kindness. Stop apologizing for your own existence. You have a right to take up space, to have needs, to be flawed. The pursuit of perfection is it is a quiet revolution to look at your reflection and say, "You are enough. Right now, in this moment, you are enough." The need for external validation dissolves when your own self-acceptance becomes your anchor. You stop looking for others to complete you when you realize you were never incomplete to begin with. Your scars tell a story of survival. Do not hide them. They are maps of where you have been, testaments to the strength that carried you through. Every time you forgive yourself for a past mistake, you reclaim a piece of your own energy. Stop reliving your failures. They were lessons, not life sentences. The cracks you see in yourself are the very openings through which your light can shine. You are not broken. You are breaking open. If the words we share here are resonating with you, finding a quiet space in your heart to settle, perhaps you might consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel. Accepting your imperfections does not mean you stop growing. It means you stop hating yourself along the way. Growth that comes from a place of self-loathing is fragile. Growth that comes from a place of self-love is unshakable. You are allowed to be both a masterpiece and a work in progress. Simultaneously, this is the paradox of being human. Stop comparing your journey to someone else's. You are not running their race. The belief that you must be perfect to be loved is the most painful lie you have ever been told. The truth is, you are loved because of your humanity, not in spite of it. Your vulnerability is not a weakness. It is an invitation for genuine connection. People do not connect with your curated perfection. They connect with your authentic, imperfect self. Let go of the need to control every outcome. Life is a river, not a canal. It is the belief that you will be okay even if you do. Give yourself permission to be a beginner. No one starts at the top. The journey itself is the destination. Stop judging your emotions, your anger, your sadness, your fear. They are not your enemies. They are messengers. Listen to what they are trying to tell you. You are a universe of feelings. Not all of them are comfortable, but all of them are valid. Denying your shadow. The most courageous thing you can do is to let yourself be seen, truly seen, with all your flaws and insecurities. Peace is not the absence of problems, but the acceptance that problems are a part of life. You do not need to fix your entire life to feel at peace. You only need to fix your relationship with yourself. Every time you choose self-compassion over self-criticism, you are healing a wound you didn't even know you had. The search for a perfect partner, a perfect job, a perfect life, is a distraction from the real work, creating a perfect love for the self you already are. The outside world is a reflection of your inner world. When you stop fighting yourself, the world around you seems to stop fighting you as well. Your worth is inherent. It is not tied to your productivity, your appearance, your achievements, or the opinions of others. It simply is you are always doing the best you can with the resources you have at the time. Stop holding yourself to the standard of a past or future version of you. Be present with who you are right now. This version of you needs your love the most. The weight you carry is not the sum of your problems, but the resistance you have to them. Acceptance is a form of release. Let go. You do not need more discipline to be good. You need more self-love to feel whole. Thank it for its concern, and then gently ask it to step aside. You are the sky. Everything else, the thoughts, the emotions, the storms, is just weather. The weather changes, but the sky remains. Stop rehearsing tragedy and pain. Your mind is a powerful creator. Use it to rehearse gratitude, peace, and self-acceptance. You are allowed to change your mind, to outgrow your old. The most beautiful people are those who have known defeat, known suffering, known struggle, known loss, and have found their way out of the depths. These persons have an appreciation, a sensitivity, and an understanding of life that fills them with compassion, gentleness, and a deep, loving concern. Beautiful people do not just happen. Your imperfections are the portals to this kind of beauty. You do not need to be repaired. The energy you spend hiding your flaws is energy that could be used to create, to love, to live. Imagine the freedom. What if for one day you dropped the story of who you are supposed to be? What if you just were? Being gentle with yourself is not a weakness. It is the highest form of strength. It is the quiet courage to say no to the voice of self-hatred. Stop believing every thought that enters your mind. You are the observer. It creates space for grace, for help, for connection. The universe doesn't make mistakes. You in your entirety are not a mistake. Every part of you belongs. You are trying to build a perfectly symmetrical, polished stone tower when you are meant to be a wild, sprawling, ancient forest. Embrace the chaos, the life, the untamed beauty of your nature. The goal is not to be flawless. The goal is to be whole. You are not too sensitive. You are not too loud. The world may have tried to shrink you, but your essence is expansive. Do not apologize for it. Letting go of the need for approval is like taking off a suit of armor you didn't know you were wearing. You can finally move freely. Every day, make a conscious choice to be on your own side. Be your own ally, your own advocate, your own soft place to land. The journey to self-acceptance. The path is a spiral, and you are always moving forward, even when it feels like you are revisiting the same places. Your value doesn't decrease based on someone's inability to see your worth. Their opinion is a reflection of them, not a measure of you. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is now, the one in which you decide to accept yourself as you are. The peace you are seeking is not in some distant future. It is in this. Honor the entire anthology. Do not let the world's definition of success become the ruler by which you measure your soul's journey. Your own inner compass is the only guide you need. When you accept yourself, you become a safe space for others to be themselves. Your healing ripples outward. The most profound spiritual practice is simply the act of being kind to yourself, over and over again. You are under no obligation to be the same. The desire to be perfect is a form of self-abandonment. You are leaving the real you behind in search of an illusion. Come back. The parts of you that you fear are unlovable are the very parts that are longing for your love the most. Turn towards them. You can be soft and strong, gentle and fierce, vulnerable and resilient. You are a constellation of beautiful contradictions. Do not try to flatten yourself into a single definition. The right people will love you for it. Stop collecting evidence of your own inadequacy. Your mind is a powerful lawyer. Tell it to start building a case for your own magnificence. The greatest gift you can give the world is a you that is at peace with itself. Your inner peace contributes to the peace of the whole. Your body is not an ornament. It is your home. Treat it with kindness, respect, and gratitude, regardless of its shape or size. It has carried. They were struggling with their own imperfections, just like you. Compassion dissolves resentment. You are not falling behind. You are not ahead. You are exactly where you need to be. Trust the timing of your own life. The relentless pursuit of happiness is what makes you unhappy. The gentle acceptance of what is what brings you peace. Happiness is a visitor. Peace is the foundation. Cultivate the foundation. You cannot stop them from coming, but you can choose which ones to surf. Learn to ride the currents of your own inner ocean without judgment. Stop looking for a savior. You are the one you have been waiting for. The power to heal, to accept, to love is already within you. The need to be right is a battle of the ego. The willingness to be open is a practice of the soul. Choose your soul. You have survived everything you have been through up to this point. It is setting boundaries. It is saying no. It is walking away from what hurts you. It is choosing yourself. Your creativity does not require perfection. It requires authenticity. Create for the joy of creating, not for the applause. Let your imperfect art be a testament to your courage. Stop seeing your sensitivity as a curse. It is a superpower. It allows you to experience the world with a depth and the universe is conspiring in your favor, even when it doesn't feel like it. Trust the process. The detours often lead to the most beautiful destinations. You do not need to earn your rest. You are a human being, not a human doing. Rest is your birthright. Claim it without guilt. Every time you speak your truth, even if your voice shakes, you are honoring your soul. Do not silence yourself to make others comfortable. Do not extinguish them to fit in. The world needs your strange light. You are not responsible for other people's emotions. You are only responsible for being true to yourself with kindness and integrity. Release the burden of managing everyone else's experience. Stop fighting reality. What you resist persists. What you accept, you can transform. Acceptance is the first step to change. The search for meaning is not about the warmth of the sun on your skin, the sound of laughter. Life is happening in these details. You are allowed to take up time. You are allowed to have a voice. You are allowed to have needs. You are allowed to be imperfect. You are allowed to be here. The relationship with yourself sets the tone for every other relationship you have. Nurture it above all else. When you stop judging yourself, you will naturally stop judging others. The old skin must be shed for new growth to occur. There is immense beauty in the ordinary. You do not need a spectacular life to have a meaningful one. Find the sacred in the simple. Stop trying to fix others. The greatest gift you can offer is your own presence and acceptance, which gives them the space to fix themselves if they choose. Your heart knows the way. The mind will create 1,000 maps, 1,000 doubts. 1,000 doubts. You do not have to have a positive thought for every negative one. Sometimes you just need to sit with the sadness to honor the grief, to allow the feeling to be without needing to change it. That is a deeper form of acceptance. You are not a failure for feeling lost. Getting lost is how you find new paths. It is how you discover parts of yourself you never knew existed. Your intuition is a real and valid form of intelligence. You are more than your biggest mistake. You are more than your deepest regret. You are a vast and complex being, and no single event can define the totality of you. Stop waiting for an apology that may never come. Your peace does not have to be contingent on someone else's actions. Find closure within yourself. Forgive for your own sake, to set yourself free. The stillness you seek is already inside you. It is buried under the noise. You can be grateful for your journey, even the painful parts, for it is the pressure that turns coal into a diamond. The struggle has forged your strength. Let go of the need for certainty. Life is inherently uncertain. Your power lies in your ability to dance with the unknown, to trust that you can handle whatever comes your way. Your joy does not need to be justified. You are allowed to be happy, for no reason at all. Claim the space you create will be filled with something new. The universe abhors a vacuum. Your capacity to love others is limited by your capacity to love yourself. Expanding your own self-love is the most generous thing you can do for the world. Stop shouldering the world's pain as if it is your sole responsibility. You can be compassionate and informed without being consumed. Protect your own energy. It is a precious resource. It is who you were before the world told you who you should be. You are allowed to rest before you are tired. You are allowed to eat before you are starving. You are allowed to care for yourself proactively. Self-care is not a reward. It is a necessity. There is no right way to be spiritual. Your path is your own, whether it is in a church, in nature, in art, or in the quiet moments of your own heart. If it connects you to something greater, the right love will not be a transaction. It will be a recognition. They will see you, and you will feel like you are home. Be patient with your healing. It is not a race. Some days you will feel like you are flying, and some days you will feel like you are crawling. Both are part of the process. Honor the pace of your own becoming. Stop romanticizing the idea of being fixed. There is nothing wrong with you. You are a human being having a human experience. Understand its fears, its needs, its motivations. Integrate it, don't annihilate it. It is a part of you, and it needs your compassionate guidance. The universe is not punishing you. It is challenging you, guiding you, and inviting you to grow. Reframe your perception of hardship as a sacred invitation to become more of who you truly are. You can hold both grief and gratitude in your heart at the same time. This is the complexity of the way you speak to yourself matters. Your cells are listening. Your soul is listening. Let your inner dialogue be one of grace, forgiveness, and unwavering support. Your dreams are valid, even if no one else understands them. They were given to you for a reason. Nurture them in the quiet garden of your heart. Let go of the fantasy that if you were just a little bit different, thinner, smarter, richer, more successful, then you would be happy. Happiness is If these words continue to be a balm for your spirit, I invite you once more to join our community by subscribing. We are all on this path together, learning to be a little kinder to ourselves each day. Your presence here is valued. Now, let us return to that quiet space within. True power is not about controlling others. It is about mastering yourself. It is the quiet strength to choose your response, to remain centered in your sensitivity is not a liability. It is your connection to the pulse of life. It allows you to feel deeply, to love fiercely, and to experience the world in high definition. Protect it like the treasure it is. The quiet moments are where the real work happens. The space between the notes is what makes the music. Embrace the stillness. Listen to what it has to tell you. You are not defined by your productivity. You are not defined by your productivity. When you compare, you take a unique, unrepeatable miracle, yourself, and try to measure it against another. It is a futile and soul-crushing exercise. Drop the measuring stick. The people who are meant to be in your life will love you for who you are, not for who they want you to be. Release the ones who ask you to shrink. Make space for the ones who celebrate your expansion. Forgive yourself for the choices you have. Compassion for that version of you. Your body is a vessel of wisdom. Listen to its aches, its tensions, its cravings, its pleasures. It is constantly communicating with you, guiding you back to balance. The need to please everyone is a recipe for self-abandonment. The only person you need to live with every single moment of your life is yourself. Make that relationship your priority. There's a season for everything. Trust the natural rhythm of your own life cycle. Your anger is a sign that a boundary has been crossed. Your sadness is a sign that something needs to be grieved. Your fear is a sign that something needs your gentle attention. Your emotions are your allies, not your enemies. The most radical act of self-love is to choose yourself, even when it disappoints others. Your responsibility is to your own soul's journey. A life of quiet kindness, of simple joys, of authentic connection is a masterpiece. Let go of the need to be understood by everyone. Many will not have the capacity to comprehend your depth. That is okay. Your journey is for you, not for their comprehension. The greatest freedom is the freedom from the opinions of others. When you are anchored in your own self-worth, the winds of praise and criticism can blow, but they cannot move you. You have the power to turn the page and start a new chapter whenever you choose. True abundance is not about having more things. It is about having a deep sense of Ina. It is a feeling of fullness and gratitude for what already is, right here. Right now, stop outsourcing your happiness. No person, no job, no achievement can give you lasting peace. It is a well that must be dug within your own heart. Your intuition speaks. Turn down the volume of the outside world so you can hear the wisdom within. You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. Never forget your inherent belonging in the grand tapestry of existence. The only approval you ever really need is your own. When you give it to yourself, the desperate search for it elsewhere finally ceases, and in that quiet space, peace begins to grow. Breathe kindness into them. Breathe acceptance into them. You are not a problem to be solved. You are a being to be loved. And the most important love is the one that comes from you. I hope these words have brought you a measure of peace, a moment of stillness in the chaos. Thank you for being here, for sharing this space. Until next time.